dudes! Ho, 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 ho! No, it's not Christmas time yet. First thing we gotta do on this show is just shout out to our coolest fan, Patrick from Texas. He sent us a package, actually 2 packages. Our Christmas presents came early. He sent me this cool Santa outfit and some stuffed mice for Anchor Baby and her sister. But more importantly, look! I got Twizzlers!
No, don't you mean
ho, 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 ho. And not just Twizzlers, almost 4 pounds of Twizzlers. 180 Twizzlers. That's going to last me probably 3 days. Unbelievable. I'm not sure, where is Anchor Baby? Anyways, I'm sorry, I forgot to say, hey, dudes, welcome to the Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. That's Nathan. Anchor Baby's around here somewhere. She's playing with her new mice.
Twizzler fight!
I'll keep the hat on, but I'm going to take the beard off, though. I'll put it down here. Anyways, welcome to the Bullshit Show.
This episode's gonna suck because we don't know what to talk about.
Yeah, we don't have any idea what we're going to talk about this show. Been trying to think of this all night. It's Veterans Day, so if you get a chance, thank a vet, somebody who served.
Sorry we're late.
There's a distinct possibility if you're a veteran and you're watching this, you're probably homeless, thanks to the U.S. government. Pricks. What are we going to talk about?
You go for the debate.
Well, last night, once again, for the 4th time, the Republicans gathered and had a debate. I watched a little bit of it. It was nauseating, as the others were. About the only thing that I really gleaned from the debate was how fucking disgusting the Republican Party is, and how completely unqualified everybody on that stage was to be the fucking president of the United States. Now, we're not talking about, mayor of Boofuck Town. We're talking president of the United States of America, the highest elected office in the face of the earth. And these are the bozos that want to be it. I mean, Ted Cruz, even Donald Trump. For God's sakes, what a fucking blowhard. And Jeb Bush, who proved that he was a dick, as he always is. And Marco Rubio, who's a whiny-ass little teat sucker who has no desire to be president. He wants to be vice president. So mark my word, Marco Rubio, vice presidential candidate material. And probably be Trump Rubio. Think about it, kids. Think about it. What's going on in the world?
I don't know. I gotta do a rant.
Yeah, he's got a rant that he's got to do. All the evidence now is pointing to the Egyptian airline crash, that it was in fact a bomb. Didn't I tell you that like 2 weeks ago? I mean, at first they denied it a little too heavily, so you knew damn well that it had to be. But the question is, how do you get a bomb on a plane? But if you know what you're doing, I guess it's easy to do. That's pretty cool. Like I said, like I talked about in the last episode, a surface-to-air missile doesn't shoot high enough to shoot a plane that was at 31,000 feet out of the air. So like Nathan suggested in that episode, that it was what do you call it, an altitude?
Altitude bomb.
An altitude bomb. Something where the trigger is set by barometric pressure. So when it gets to a certain height, kaboom. Because you can't put a timer. See, something like that, you can't really put a timer on it, because if the plant, yeah, Twizzlers. If the plane's delayed, so it blows up on the runway. How unspectacular that is. So yeah, I think it's probably some sort of a barometric pressure, altitude triggered bomb, and they're looking at, of course, what do you think? The Egyptian arm of ISIS. Bombs don't cost that much. Paying off people to get the security to look the other way to get the bomb on the plane, that's the expensive part. But they've obviously figured out how to do it. So folks, expect more. Be aware. As long as we're talking about the Mideast, there goes the camera getting dark again. As long as we're talking about the Mideast, somebody wanted me to talk generally about the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, but I just want to talk about one factor. That I was watching some videos on YouTube the other day of these, the big fad, well, it's not really a fad, it's the thing now for Palestinians to knife attack completely innocent Israeli civilians. And I've seen some CCTV videos of these attacks. One of them was this little fat lady who waddled up to a security guard and was pretending like she was lost or something, and then whips out a knife and starts whacking on him. It was horrible. You know, there's never going to be peace in the Mideast. I mean, it's never going to happen, especially in the Holy Land. It's just never going to happen. We're talking about 3, if not more, religions separated by a common God. It's just never going to happen. So we're going to have to figure out how we can contain the anger somehow. I don't know. It's sad, but I wish the Palestinians would go fuck themselves. I cry bullshit on the Palestinians. Many of you have said that we ought to see more Nathan. And so we got a treat for you in this episode. Somebody's asked us about our opinion on Chuggington. Personally, I think it sucks, but then again, most of Disney stuff sucks. So Nathan's got a rant he's going to do on Chuggington. So take it away here, boy. Just pan the camera.
Okay. Hey, dudes. I got the safety shit on now. Just take it off. So, Chuggington.
Twizzler?
Nah, I'm good, thanks. I had a rather big dinner. Ho, 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 right?
You had ho for dinner?
Yes.
Ho-hos? Where'd you get ho-hos?
I don't know. Send us ho-hos now, please.
Yeah. These Twizzlers are awesome, Patrick. Thank you.
Anyways, so Chuggington. For those of you who don't know, it's Disney's attempt at fucking over Thomas.
Yeah, ripping off Thomas.
And if their goal was to rip off Thomas, they're doing a damn good job at it. I mean, the Steam team, gee, I wonder where they got that idea. So...
In the bathroom? I pumped out a Steam team earlier today.
So, motherfucker, I can't get this Twizzler open. I really don't know what to say, because I didn't really rehearse. But,
Like we ever do.
Chuggington, I will admit, some episodes are quite a little interesting. Just a little bit.
If you're 2.
But other episodes are just boring. Most of them idiotic. My
biggest complaint about Chuggington is, and maybe this isn't a legitimate complaint, but the show was aimed at. What are you playing with the camera for?
So I can be in the shot too.
Get the light out of the shot. Pan over. It's aimed at like a 2-year-old mentality. At least Thomas, you know, it aims at like maybe a 3-year-old mentality. Okay, I mean adults can appreciate it somewhat, but as an adult watching Chuggington, I find Chuggington annoying as hell, and the goddamn horns on the train. God, I fucking hate that. I'll be laying in bed, half asleep, and Nathan will be watching it or have it on, and suddenly all I hear is...
Time to wake up, Chuggington!
It's annoying. Oh, here comes
Bernie Kitty.
Bernie Kitty.
Hi, Bernie Kitty.
Anchor Kitty's sister.
Anchor Baby.
Anchor Baby's sister.
Hi, Bernie Kitty.
Anchor Baby.
So, long story short,
Chuggington sucks.
Chuggington...
Dad's thumbs down on Chuggington.
Chuggington, certain episodes, shitty. Most episodes, shitty.
Is there anything good about Chuggington?
There are a couple decent characters on there.
Yeah.
And another good thing about
Here's Anchor Baby.
Chuggington. Anchor Baby, come up here.
Oh, she just went under the bed.
Or don't. is
Dad, put pants on, you freak.
The fact that Chuggington actually has some human characters.
Oh, it does?
Other than the occasional workman or station master and fat controller who cause confusion and delay.
You know,
there really isn't much human characters in Thomas. So, that's pretty much the one plus side. What the hell are you doing?
I got another rant.
Well,
we have a MacBook Pro
Hold on,
13-inch computer.
really quick.
Okay.
1 second.
Let me finish.
That's my rant on Chuggington. I have to go watch a podcast, HGA's Best Savers Park. So, I'm going to leave you to it. You have a wonderful evening, Dad.
Bring up the shot. That's good. That's good. Good God, this isn't
Fucking
Rosebud.
pleb. Bye.
Yeah.
Hey, dudes.
Anyways, we have a MacBook Pro 13-inch laptop that we've had for almost 4 years. And we lugged it through England and Wales and Paris, and it's been around the world with us, and it's been to Baltimore and BronyCon and they're great computers. I love Apple computers, but, and this seems to be a very common rant, the power supplies that Apple makes or purchases and puts their name on for the MacBook Pro, particularly the 13-inch, I assume it's the same with the 15-inch, I don't know, are shit. They're pure fucking shit.
Please, no.
And we are on I believe our 5th Apple power supply, because what happens is the wires where the plug is, these wires right here wear out and fray and short out. It happens either at the plug or it happens down at the base where it plugs into the actual power supply. They're crap. And Apple decides in their infinite wisdom to charge you $80 fucking for a power supply. Well, I got smart. Our power supply went kaput again. And I thought, well, hell, I'll look it up on eBay. And since I'm buying a lot of shit on eBay now, with my photography stuff, I've been buying way too much stuff on eBay. So I bought one, and they had a choice between Apple branded ones for like $28, or they had non-branded ones for like $14. So me being the cheapskate that I am, I thought, well shit, I'll just buy the $14 one. We'll see what happens. And I made a point. I paid actually a couple dollars extra to make sure I picked one that was being shipped from the United States. I assume it's probably made in China, but as everything is these days. So I had it. It was shipped from someplace in New York. Okay. Well, yesterday we got it, and we plugged it into the computer, and it was, it's nice. It's beautiful. I mean, it looks just like a regular power supply. The only difference is it doesn't have the Mac or the Apple logo on the side. That was the only thing that was different. But we plug it in the computer. And those of you who know anything about Mac computers know that about these magnetic tipped plugs that hook onto the computer. Well, we plug it in. Nathan, the light wouldn't come on, which is no big deal. So the light doesn't come on. Big deal. It doesn't tell you whether it's charging or not. But Nathan unplugged it to see if he could fiddle with it to get the light to work. And the magnetic frame came off the plug and separated. We'd had it for 5 minutes. So I contacted the manufacturer, the people that I bought it from. They claim they're sending us a replacement. Whether they will or not, it remains to be seen. I'll let you know on the next episode. But what is it? Why can't Apple, in their infinite wisdom, make an affordable power supply that's durable? I mean, for $80, you expect a power supply to last for 2 years, maybe 3 years, not 6 months. That's ridiculous. I cry bullshit on Apple. Apple, I love your products. I worship you. But what the fuck? I mean, did Steve Jobs take the secret formula for power supplies to his grave with him? What the hell?
What are you bitching about?
Apple.
Oh, okay.
So I like I said, I cry bullshit on Apple and their power supplies. And anybody who has a Mac or a MacBook knows what I'm talking about. And they're crap. Even if you let them sit at a desk, they still. I've heard people talk about they still fray and wear out. And you look on Apple's website and look under the customer reviews for the power supplies. They're really amusing. Everybody gives them 0 stars, 0 stars, 0 stars. I mean, the composite is 1 star, which is pathetic. So, but anyways, I'll quit ranting. Nathan, will you come here, please?
Motherfuck, why?
Nathan's trying to get Anchor Baby, which I don't know if we're going to be able to get Anchor Baby or not. I'm getting ready to wrap this up.
I gotta do shit.
Okay, well, just a minute. I guess we'll just keep this a short show. Until next time, folks. Hey, if you want to send us Christmas presents or stuff, we'll plug them for you. You know, send them in. I'll email me, camera1129@gmail.com, and I'll send you an address, and you can shoot them to us. And thanks again, Patrick. This stuff is awesome. So until next time, hey, dudes!
Also, I want to give a shout out to AC Race Fest and Saber Spark. I'm gonna go watch your podcast. Okay, bye. Proof watching.
It's gonna suck ass.
Oh shit, it's still recording.